So all great players are trying to take the hands out of the golf swing. And nearly all amateur golfers are trying to use the hands. So what's right, what's wrong? Let's get into it. So essentially, using the hands sometimes is essential for your golf swing, depending on how you move. What I'd say to you is the best players in the world have less hand action, but also hand action at the right point. What we're going to try and do with this video is really just try and get your body moving efficiently so the hands are reactive to that. And that's kind of what always happens. When your body moves poorly, the hand action becomes excessive and early, which creates fat contacts, top contacts, thin contacts, and very high weak shots when you do make contact with the ball. So there's sometimes potentially reasons why the body isn't working properly, but let's get stuck into kind of a few concepts around the body and also some exercises to improve the body action and decrease the hand action essentially. So as you would have seen with that first shot I hit there, I tried to kind of stall my body and let the hands overtake, and it felt pretty weak. The ball went pretty straight but not very far. So you can certainly play golf like that if you want to. And if your body can't move the way we want you to do it, then the hands better work. What I'm looking for you to do is essentially rotate as much as you can through the impact zone with your body so the hands are responsive to that. And they are throwing, they are releasing, you are using the hands, but it's in the right area. What we see with a lot of golfers is the body will rotate early, then stall, and then the hands fire very early. Or they might not use the body much at all, and the arms and hands overtake, and you get kind of this kind of poor turn, kind of a hand flicky swing. And if that's the only way you can play golf, play that way, because it'll give you some satisfaction and you will play and enjoy your golf, but you won't hit the ball as far and it won't feel as good off the club. So reducing hand manipulation is ideally what this video is all about. What I want you to do is hit some shots, and we're going to work on kind of a 9-to-3 swing where we really focus on the body's role through impact. It's going to move lateral, it's going to rotate, it's going to extend and post up here as much as we can, and we're going to feel like we punch the ball with our hands and arms. So the hands will feel very kind of pistony, as I would describe it, very kind of throwing to a point out towards target rather than at the ball. So we're really going to work hard on left arm 9 o'clock, right arm 3 o'clock, move the body as best we can. And try and discover little pressured contacts, divots after the ball, low flight, nice feeling shots where we feel the body's very active. Rather, perhaps say, take the hands out, make the body more active is probably how I would market this and try and label this in your brain. So the 9-to-3 would be the first thing I'd get you to do, and warm up that way when you play and practice on the range, because that will help move the body the right way, the hands the right way, and start to build confidence up from great ball striking. The second thing I want you to do is take an object. It can be any kind of wooden dowel. Put a little bit of tubing around that object, and we're going to use this to feel how little the hands should work in the golf swing. I'd also tee the ball up for this because this is pretty tough. Okay, what we're going to do is put this bit of tubing around the handle. We're going to stretch it so these are pretty parallel to each other. We're going to put the right hand roughly in the right location where the right hand would be, left hand where that would be. We're going to make a tiny little backswing, again probably just under that 9 o'clock position. As we go through the golf ball, I'm going to keep this band stretched and finish with these parallel with each other. In doing that exercise, and even just doing it in practice swings, and even if you do it without the tubing, you just use your hand as a shadow, I'll show you that in a second, you're going to get the feeling of your body having to work more. I'm also going to show you one more exercise to increase the body rotation as well, the torso rotation in particular. But this exercise for me is a massive, massive game changer for the people who use the hands too much. And what we want to feel is that body's moving more. So making contact with the ball is pretty hard, and hitting it a long way, really, really hard. But all you want to be doing is trying to make contact and knock that ball off that tee, and using the feels it creates to try and integrate them into your normal pattern of movement. It feels really strange, it's really difficult, it's really hard, but it definitely gets you feeling that you're moving your torso more, and it definitely gets you feeling that you're moving your hands less. So doing that exercise, again, even with practice swings, and if you have no gear, just do it as a bit of a shadow drill, like that. and you'll soon start to feel that torso rotating more through that impact zone, which most golfers don't open enough through impact. Quite often, they'll open early, then stall, and it'll be too close at impact. That doesn't mean try and open it earlier in the downswing. Be patient, let the club drop, then open as much as you can through the hitting zone. That's the way to play. The last exercise, again, is very tough. These exercises are pretty tough to basically take the hands out, if I'm honest with you. But what we're going to try and do is use the hand a bit like this, fan it, and place it on the grip like so. And we're again going to try and hit again a small shot. And this really gets you opening up your torso, your thorax through impact, and keeping that hand quieter. That shaft lean more in a positive stretch through that impact zone. Again, I put this off a tee as well. So again, just a mini swing, put pressure here, and try and just chip the ball away. 10 to 20 yards. Don't look for miracles. It's tough. It is really tough. I'm a very right-sided golfer, and these exercises using my left hand only are particularly hard to make good contact. You're going to top shots, thin shots, miss balls. But again, every time you make an attempt at this, you are encouraging your body to do the right thing. So then let's get to the nitty-gritty. How do we take this to a normal swing and onto the course? Like I said at the start, we're not looking for you really to say, okay, no hands. What I'm looking for you to do is say, let's move the body. Keep motoring through the ball. So it's kind of less rotation, more rotation, break. That's the way I want you to feel about your body, particularly with your torso movement. So, practice swings, give you the feels. Step to the ball. And then crunch it. That felt great. It felt a little bit kind of, let's call it 7/8 of a golf swing, but it felt like I had that feeling that I described to you, that I kind of calmed the rotation, rotated, then broke. And the contact and divot and the quality of the pressure on the golf ball was exactly what I'd be looking for from any golfer. Give it a go and start to reduce the hand action and increase the body action in your golf swing.